Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Can you hear me? Alright, I think that's enough music for now. Hi. Long time no see. Let's stretch that out just a little bit. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. My name is Chris Taylor. Normally, I do not call myself anything other than that, but here I will be calling myself the King of the Ass Clowns, and today we are playing a game that I have once again played many, many times. Way less frequently than the other ones, though. It's April Fool's. I couldn't quite figure out what the hell I wanted to do, but I know I wanted to start up the sub again, and was brainstorming a couple of ideas with my good buddy B-Ran of the North. Um, I was gonna do like a little jokey game, like color a dinosaur, like the Bluey game, or like Blue's Clues, something silly. And then I thought, no, let's actually like do another game that like I don't quite have memorized, but that's also just going to be a lot of fun. So chronologically, uh, Castlevania Lament of Innocence on PS2 is first uh, in terms of the Castlevania timeline. So good times. This actually happens to have my favorite soundtrack of the entire series. It's mostly atmospheric and like of that nature. It's very orchestrated, which makes the happy juices flow. So enough jibber jabber. Let's begin. Don't be surprised if I need to adjust the audio levels because it's been a while. Nope. There we go. There and here. It's going to block way too much of the screen. So normal streaming rules apply. If there's a cutscene, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But if there is anything else going on, you know I'm going to be talking incessantly. Let us begin.
In an era long past, as monarchies weakened, local feudal lords grew in power. The first knights simply protected their lords' domains. However, with the reforms of the late 11th century, knights became protectors of the peace. They valued courage and honor, fighting heretics and heathens in God's name. In this age, one company of knights was said to be invincible due to two men. Leon Belmont, a courageous man who feared nothing and whose combat abilities were second to none, and Matthias Kronqvist, a genius tactician whose learning made him an exception in a largely illiterate society. They trusted each other completely, and they were bound by an old friendship. However, sorrow awaited Matthias upon his return from a victorious campaign. It was news of the sudden death of his beloved wife, Elisabetta. Matthias's grief was profound, and he became bedridden. A year has passed since then. Thanks to Leon's efforts, their company remains proudly undefeated. However, a mysterious army of monsters suddenly appears in Leon's domain. The Crusades are raging in the east, and since the Church is focusing on fighting heathens rather than monsters, it has forbidden unauthorized battles. Leon wants permission to sortie, but the Church has no intention of granting it. One night, Matthias struggles from his sickbed and tells Leon that the appearance of the monsters is tied to a vampire who has a castle in the forest called Eternal Night, and that Leon's betrothed, Sarah, has been kidnapped and brought to that castle. Leon realizes that he must renounce his title to rescue his beloved. The forest is swollen with darkness, as if it would rob away everything, and only moonlight provides about to begin.
Just enough. Love it when they give you 8 characters to use.
What just happened? I felt something strange.
Ah, he must really like you. You won't be able to leave now.
Who's there?
Now, don't get so excited. I'm just an old man. I just came to gawk at the man crazy enough to come here.
You don't seem like a monster.
Of course not. What is your name?
Leon.
Leon. You're not Baron Leon Belmont.
Just Leon Belmont. I have given up my title. And you, old man?
Pardon me, Lord Belmont. My name is Rinaldo Gandolfi.
You can call me Leon, and I will call you Rinaldo. Don't call me Lord. We're equals now.
As you wish. Now, please follow me to my cottage. I want to talk to you.
Talk. Gotta love PS2 era
Wait here a
Konami
moment. There's
still
something
did
I want to give you.
dialogue.
Rinaldo, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why are you living in a place like this?
I have unfinished business with Walter Bernhard, the master of this forest.
Unfinished business?
Not worth mentioning. I owe him.
Well, I won't ask any more, but you're not in danger living so close to him?
It seems eternal life is extremely boring. He enjoys playing at cat and mouse with the hunters that come here, though, of course, there's no way that he could ever lose. He thinks that my helping hunters makes the game more fun.
I see. But what do you mean by there being no way he could lose?
Vampires are loved by the night, and this forest is locked in eternal darkness. He has never been defeated.
Well, that may be so, but I must go ahead and face him.
Did he take someone precious?
Yes, he abducted my betrothed. How did you know that?
It's what he always does when he starts the game. You came unarmed. Your courage astonishes me.
I do have a weapon, just not my sword. That belongs to the company, and I left it behind when I gave up my title.
Honest to a fault.
I heard that many hunters have met their end here. If that's the case, getting weapons shouldn't be hard.
Take this with you. It will help you against monsters.
What is this?
A whip made with alchemy. It's stronger than any dead man's discarded sword.
Alchemy. I'm not familiar with that word.
Not surprising. The field experiments with the principles of God's creation of the world. The only person who truly understands it is Matthias.
You know Lord Kronkvist?
I have known him longer than you have. His family has a book of secret arts, originally handed down orally.
Secret arts? I never knew.
Of course not. Only a handful of people in this world know about it. There are some who consider alchemy to be heresy.
I see.
Are you one of them?
No. If you are an acquaintance of Matthias, you are trustworthy. I will use this whip with gratitude.
Put your left hand out.
My left hand. Like this?
Don't move now. That should do it. You can put it down now.
What was that?
The gauntlet is enchanted now.
A spell?
Some enemies' attacks release a special power. If you block them with the gauntlet, you can gather that power.
What can I do with the gathered power?
You'll be able to use magical relics by releasing that power.
Magical relics?
Right. Those who excel in magic can use them. I have cast the spell so that you can use them as well. I have some. You should be able to obtain them in the castle as well.
I understand.
Do you?
Right now, this is all I can do for you.
Ronaldo. Thank you.
Wait a minute. I forgot to tell you something.
Oh, of course.
The door leading to his throne is guarded by 5 monsters.
So I will need to defeat them first.
That's right. That's essentially the test you must pass to fight him.
What a bothersome.
I told you before. To him, this is a game.
I realize
To me
that, but
too.
If you have troubles, come back here anytime. They won't be free, but I'll keep potions on hand for you.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Thankfully, I think that is one of the only long cutscenes at the beginning portion of this game. I think in between each boss you get another one, but nothing quite so long as this.
You've done well to come back. Is there anything you need? What would you like? Anything else? What would you like to do? Anything else? Don't push yourself too hard.
Nope, it's this one. So, Konami games in the PS2 era basically follow something like this. The voice acting direction isn't always what some may consider natural, and especially in the case of things like Silent Hill and Castlevania, there's going to be a lot of map verification. Not totally unsurprising given the prevalence of Metroidvania games, which I am tempted to do for this stream as well. Perhaps after this I'll do Hollow Knight, because I've been meaning to play that for ages.
Sarah, wait for me.
But this is
I'm
very
coming
much
to
designed.
save you.
less like a 3D Metroidvania and more just a 3D platformer with exploration, and like it's a less combo heavy Devil May Cry. But again, one of my favorite soundtracks on the PS2, like of all time. So, first up, tutorial section. Marker stone, you can place a marker on the world map with this magical stone that shines red. You immediately get a double jump and a potion. Is the exit? Yes, it is. So we are not going there just yet. Oh. There we go. Ah, but nothing. Oh, I guess it's just a double jump and going over there. Oh. Aha. Knew there was something else in this room. Hey, Sam. And no stress at all, man. After the last few weeks, you just take it easy, and you watch me fail miserably at a Castlevania game. And a magical ticket. Always forget what those things do. You can accumulate MP if you're guard against an enemy special attack. Purple glow, MP will be consumed using relics. Use relics to defeat the enemy. Easy peasy. Didn't even take any damage there whatsoever. And nothing else, so let's end this little tutorial section and go to the first level. Now what I sort of miss... Actually no, scratch that. No idea where I was going with that one. I finished this one before. Yes, but barely? Like, I remember really enjoying it for the music, and so I wanted something that was just kind of... How do I put it? Something that I knew, but that was still somewhat difficult, because I've also been playing it a bit on my Retroid Pocket, and have not been super motivated to finish it, or like really stick with it before I switch to something else like Donkey Kong or Kirby. So I figured, why not play it for the stream, record it for the channel, and just enjoy some good music while we do it. Like, this is the game that got me to enjoy the aesthetic of Castlevania. Until I get completely full with hearts. Yes, I will be smashing every single one of these things that I see, and killing every enemy. Oop. Hit detection on this is not super wicked awesome. Just collecting money, because I am going to need those potions that Ronaldo sells. I was also really tempted to play a game called The Eternal Ring, which is a FromSoft game before they were really known for like Demon Souls and Dark Souls. Maybe at another time, but not right now. It's definitely on the list. Like, I remember getting that for like an Easter gift kind of thing, because my mom would get us gifts for Easter instead of just chocolates. And the back of the box said, "Who says like fantasies have to always be final?" Which is such an obvious dig at Final Fantasy that I'm surprised it made it to print. Ooh. Now that's a nice little bit of money. But because my mom worked at an old Canadian store called Zellers, she would see a whole bunch of like bargain bin games go on special often, and she saw that and was like, "This looks like something that Chris would enjoy." And I did. Intensely difficult, but very enjoyable. FromSoft are special. FromSoft is really good at what they do. I just happen to suck at what they do. Like, I would love to really get into it and dedicate the time to, like, play those games, but, like, I remember getting Demon Souls at launch because it was, like, a hard-to-get game from Europe that, like, in Quebec, it's hard to predict when games that only have English backing is ever going to be released. So I picked it up as soon as it was available, and yeah, couldn't even get to the first boss, let alone to try to fight it. So learned very early on that while those games are phenomenal, they're also not what I look for when I have limited time to play games in the first place. And like, I'm kind of cheating by playing this too, right? Like, I've played this before. This is actually a year where I haven't beaten any new games just yet. So I think before too long, I'm gonna dive into the backlog and really see like what's a game that I want to play that I have not beaten yet. But the next couple of weeks are not going to be fun, and I wanted to do something fun. and gaming is supposed to be a really fun pastime. It's a hobby. It's not something to take itself too seriously. So I'm not going to take it too seriously. I'm going to take some time to play a game that I enjoy. I know I can get to this. And Luna is about to start barking. Ah. Nope, a little more. Like, I see there's money there. I'm going to... There we go. Now, I guess because it's the same studio that released Silent Hill, at the very least, when you're playing through this one, you see those little, like, blue lines when there's a door that you can go through, and if it's facing a certain way, like, this tells me I came through this door. I think. Yes. Rather than, like, a brand new section that I haven't gone through yet. But it only works when you first enter the room, because if you ever, like, leave and come back, it'll always show the same thing. Now, I want to say that they did that in an effort to limit the amount of times you need to constantly check your map. But it doesn't quite work with me, because I check my map for everything every 5 minutes. I want more crystal or knife. I want the crystal. Mostly because I'm not using my sub-weapons much anyways. Forward. I know there's a way to get there, I never remember how. Gone through there yet. Not kidding when I say I'm going to check my map every 5 minutes. Now, this game may be just designed somewhat like a Devil May Cry or like one of those spectacle action games, but it does still have the element of like exploration that Castlevania has been mostly known for these days. There's a lot of hidden sections in the map that if you time your jumps the right way. The only thing is that you don't get new powers the way you would in like a 2D Metroidvania. So it's really just like whatever you get at the very beginning is your toolkit to do all of your exploration. And none of it is necessary per se. But if you want to fully explore and get like all the different weapons and armors and like max out your map 100%, you definitely have to go through all the different levels with the fine-tooth comb just to make sure you're getting everything. And like an RPG, the enemies can just drop items. So like, I'll stock up on potions sometimes by knocking these guys out, or just, especially later on, those zombies will poison you when you step in their puke. So stocking up on antidote potions is a necessary evil, because I never think to block or dodge or be careful. And that's always fun. Blast. That was a hallway literally to connect to something I already went to. Jesus. No, now I'm pissed. Now I'm just gonna kill everything in this room. That's the door I wanted to go through. Eesh. Oh, I hate these things. I think because they constantly respawn, it's not like stopping a door from being able to be, yeah, right there. No, I don't want to use a potion yet. Because this is really just about going as fast as you can and not stopping. There we go. The other thing with this is that there's always fixed camera angles. Like, you can't actually control what you're looking at. So on the one hand, it makes exploration that much more important and being aware of what's going on, but it also makes exploration way more difficult than it needs to be. Oh, I'm definitely going for the heal though. Oh man, I really did skip a whole section of that. I'll be back. Oof. Ha. The one time I successfully block. I should not brag. Potion. Okay. Which one first? Which one first? This, because it connects to something else. Alright, Sam. You're still around. You play a lot of Metroidvanias. How do you go about with map exploration? Do you, like, go from the bottom and work your way up? Do you just explore and then when you get better powers, you go back and backtrack? Or do you save the backtracking for, like, right before the final boss so that you get everything cleared out? Like, what's your strategy? There we go. I knew I'd be back. Kill the zombies first, because the vomit stuff is just a nightmare to deal with. There's one more place. There to go. Oof. Did not time that well. Didn't realize there was an easier way to do that. Ooh. Neapolitan. I'm pretty sure is just another healing item. migrated to the bedroom. You do you, Sam. You do you. But hey, now that you're back, I was asking and didn't realize that you had disappeared for a sec. How do you tackle map completion when you go through a Metroidvania game? Like, do you start from the bottom and work your way up? Do you try to complete as much as you can and then backtrack as soon as you get a new power? Do you wait until you have all of your powers and then do all of your backtracking at the end before the final boss? Like, what is your methodology for going for completion on one of these things? Not the dogs. Honestly, for first playthrough, I just let adventure dictate how I play it. I don't try to conquer any certain area or whatever unless I absolutely have to for an item. Usually run all over the place and try to figure it out as I go. Right on. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on how, or like, your reasoning for playing it in the first place, right? Like, if you're just doing it because you want to explore and you're experiencing, like, the game world, then 100% that's, like, I love the idea behind just exploring the world that's kind of created for us in these games, but, like, I always get hung up because I want to make sure that I'm not, like, missing anything. And if I see that there's an area of the map that I think is going to give me, like, an extra, like, heart boost or just more health, because in these games you need your health like crazy, I'm always afraid that, like, I'm gonna not remember to go back to it afterwards. Like, the only Metroidvania game I've ever beaten is... item? No item. The only Metroidvania game I've ever beaten is Portrait of Ruin on DS. And a lot of my hang-ups, or just, like, I would go and stop playing because there'd be like, oh, I can see I can reach this spot, but I can't actually reach this spot because I don't have the right power-up or whatever. And then I know when I go back, or when I get that power-up, I'm not going to remember to go back to that section. And then, hey, maybe I'm missing out on, like, the last health upgrade that I need to survive a boss fight that I've been struggling on, you know what I mean? So, like, a lot of moving parts to these things, but I love the idea behind them, and usually the storytelling is different than just 17,000 cutscenes. It's like all world building, so, like, I love them. I just never stick with it, you know? It for that. Now I'm just gonna blitz through this hallway to get to that red mark so I can heal without using a potion. Alright. Would you recommend... So I'm the guy that likes to do things in release order, but I don't actually have the original Metroid in my backlog, like, not officially anyways, but I do have Super Metroid. Is skipping the NES original acceptable to go straight to Super Metroid 2? Or Super Metroid, I should say, not Super Metroid 2. just gonna skip all of this, and I did not actually skip. We have a new person! My cat exploded! That is a terrible thing to announce. Oh my god, I hope it's okay. I played the OG Metroid a ton back in the day. Fantastic! I think I played it a little bit just to kind of get an idea of what I was in for, and then I dropped it about 15 minutes in. Ooh, but I do have a cousin who loaned me Metroid 2 on the original Game Boy years and years and years ago. Also, only played about 15 minutes of it. But hey, welcome! How did you find us? Gotta go backwards because it's faster. Well, this is your favorite Castlevania. Surprise! It's mine too. Or at least the very first one that I beat. Yeah, I would still actually list this as my favorite, even though I don't have a ton of experience with these things. It's just the music and the atmosphere. I really dig it. Alright, so we're gonna go straight 1, 2, 3 times, then make a right. Am I gonna remember that without checking my map again? Probably not. So, alright, what about this one makes it your favorite? I want to know. I'm very curious. Turn left and go all the way down. Gonna save again. I know I don't have much health lost, but I don't dodge away from enemies. I usually dodge right into an attack. No! Alright, fine. Here. Now I'm gonna go back over where I came and one door there. Really enjoyed the story and the gameplay, plus I love the elemental whips. I can't remember if I've ever gotten any of the special whips. Because I know they're locked behind the different elemental... Like, you have to collect keys in one area, bring it back to another one, and then there's an element that you have to beat to get that power. I think. Oof. And then, of course. This is a mistake. I should not be doing this. Nope. I'm skipping it. And this is the only door. Perfect. Ah, shit. Oof. Nope, knowing my luck, there's something there. There's not. What did I do that for? What did I do that for? Why did I think it was blocked? Oh, it is. There's another door. That's what I did that for. Silly Chris. Oh, thank God I did that. Different effects in the secondary weapons from all the orbs is also pretty chill. I appreciate that too, because it gives you a reason to experiment with your different combos, because knowing that there are other games out there that have a similar style for like 3D action games, and seeing that there's different ways that you can customize your character makes all the difference when most of your combos are basically square, square, triangle. But yes, very good point. Thank you. Speaking of needing a key, I cannot get through this door without the yellow dragon key. So, that's... what am I missing? Oh, that space. Alright, forward, left, then loop around. That's unfortunate. Had some fun with Spider-Man, now to watch a little more. What did I miss? Well, you know, Sam has it right, Brian. You could just be watching this on a separate screen. And not much, just exploration and a brand new person. And a lot of me checking my map. It's like the Silent Hill 2 run all over again. I mean, what's more important? Spider-Man's one-liners or me talking? Come on, Brian, get your head out of your ass. Fair point. just to be funny, I almost put on the Spider-Man 2 from PS2. But I decided against it because I wanted something with a bit more, you know, nighttime mood, as it were. Alright, now is it going to tell me which one it is? I'm pretty sure it is that one. Perfect. Sorry. One more quick save, because I hate using potions unless I'm at a boss. And then away we go. Now, this game is quite liberal with its save points, which is very helpful, but the maze-like aesthetic of the map means sometimes you can go long distances accidentally, skipping a bunch of saves. But I went through the wrong place. Back and then make a right. Ta-da! That was lucky. He almost hit me in the face with that thing. Money. Anything else in here? I don't think so. There are two places I can go, so I'm gonna go right here. I don't want to kill the doggies. So, Bri, how far did you get in Spider-Man 2? That's unfortunate. So this is a little secret section that if you knock that eyeball the right way, you can play bowling for skeletons. I think I managed to pull it off once, and I only know it exists because of retro achievements. Even when I know where I'm going, I check the map. There we go. In one shot. Seriously? And new music. This is where I use the potions. Indeed. Or maybe not. No. Did I play Curse of Darkness? I did, actually. feel like, from a gameplay perspective, Curse of Darkness is the better game. It gives you more variety in weapons and enemy types. But the music was so not what this game was that it kind of threw me off for a number of years. I bought Curse of Darkness right after I beat Lament of Innocence, because I wanted to eventually get all of the Castlevania games physically, and I could not get through it for the longest time. And then when I got this laptop, I was able to rip the disc on so that I could play it on my laptop, and eventually I did beat the final boss. And thanks to retro achievements, I will most likely try to do that again. Oh! Can I not? Oh, I'm cursed, I can't dodge. That was pretty good. My favorite part was evolving the summons to see what they could become. That was also, I think, a nice evolution. Like, that goes to what I was saying before about, like, exploration of the maps in Metroidvanias. Like, your different familiars and summons were kind of like your different powers that you can get in the 2D Metroidvanias. So as you were getting different summons, you were also able to open up different parts of maps that you had already been to. Yeah, that was really cool. Plus, I'm a sucker for Pokemon, and I needed to collect them all. I didn't, but I needed to. Ooh, okay. What do I do? Do I explore? Do I do the boss? I do the boss. Where are you? What the hell? There we go. Only some of these guys would drop extra potions. That would make me very happy. Let's try one. I think he's upset. Where are you? Super potion. There we go. Now he's pissed. Don't dodge into it. And that is the first boss. If only I could do it damageless. Oh, the heartbeat. And now we go back to the cabin and listen to Ronaldo ramble.
Welcome. What would you like today? Is this... Yes, certainly. Is this okay? Yes, certainly.
Yup.
Is that all? Come back soon.
Basically, me buying potions in an action game like this is like stocking up fairies on the 3-heart run. It's the only way I'm gonna make it through. This way? I don't remember. It is. So let's save again. And which way should I go? The ones on the left or the ones on the right? Oh, didn't see that before. Why do I not remember this? Oh, that's neat. Okay, yes, good idea. Save point. But now what? Fueled by an enormous power. Well, whatever's behind that door sounds hungry. Hiking area. Is it like a boss rush that you can only do near the end? Or is it more like super bosses to test your abilities? Good to know. Alright, we're going to do this left to right. Before there was the Monster Mash, there was the Dracula Rave. More dogs I have to kill. I will take the save again. If only to mark it on the map. Yeah. That's all the way back to the start. Nice. Beautiful. Ooh. Right, my reflexes are lowering. I think I'm gonna be calling it a night very soon. Want to at least get to a second save point, though. If I make it that long. Uh, there we go. Jesus. This is a mistake. I should backtrack. Definitely should have backtracked. You will know the false wall from the tapestry of the flying two-headed one. That went much better than I expected. Alright, well, if I'm already moving around, might as well loop all the way. And on that note, given how I am not actually dodging very well, I'm going to call it right here. So, hi. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you had a good time. Next time will be on Sunday, barring any changes in mood. But until then, have yourself a good night. I'll see you next time.